everyone, welcome back to a new video. I hope you're all doing well. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Sansha and I do fashion and styling videos here on YouTube. And I always think that my channel is like a style library or a style dictionary, someplace you can go to get style tips, outfit inspiration, and I also show you how to get the most out of the pieces that you already own. So if that is the type of content that you like, please like and subscribe. I would love for you to join the styled family, and also go and give me a follow over on Instagram, where I share even more style content that I think you would absolutely love. I'm so excited to be partnering with LILYSILK on today's video to show you their new spring collection. And I always love everything that LILYSILK does, but I think they really did such an amazing job for spring. So I'm excited to be showing you these pieces, and if you followed me for a while, then you know I love LILYSILK pieces, their silk as well as their cashmere, and I style it over and over again here on YouTube as well as on my Instagram. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you my favorite pieces from LILYSILK's spring collection, and I'll also give you some tips on how to mix and match your wardrobe basics to create 5 beautiful spring looks. The first piece that I want to share from LILYSILK's spring collection is probably my favorite, and it's actually what I'm wearing now, and this is the Amalfi stripe silk shirt. I just love a good striped shirt in spring and summer. I think it looks really eye-catching, and it's such a classic and chic piece to add to your wardrobe. Now, there are a few features that I think makes this particular shirt really special. Firstly, it's made from silk twill, so it's skin friendly, but it's slightly thicker than normal silk, which means it's wrinkle resistant, and I think that's an absolute bonus. Next, I just love the vertical stripe pattern. I think it's really flattering, and they went through quite a few iterations until they got the perfect stripe. It's not too bold and overpowering, but it still makes a statement, which I love. Then the fit, and I think the fit is what really makes this shirt. It's slightly oversized, and I think when it comes to silk shirts, if the fit is slightly oversized and relaxed, it looks a bit more chic and sophisticated. So it's meant to fit all different body types to create the perfect silhouette. And then another little feature that I love is this beautiful embroidered LILYSILK logo. It's something that we see a lot on very high-end luxury brands, and I think it's the perfect finishing touch to this luxurious silk stripe shirt. The next piece from LILYSILK's spring collection is this beautiful silk pleated midi skirt. Now, I love midi skirt, and we're gonna see a lot of them for spring and summer. This one is a bit more unique because it has this uneven hemline, which I think makes it a bit more interesting. And navy is a really great color for spring and summer. If you tend to wear a lot of black during fall and winter, I think navy just feels a bit more fresh and updated, and it's one of my favorite colors for spring and summer. And you'll also see that a lot of the pieces I'm going to show you is in this beautiful navy color, and that will make mixing and matching the pieces really easy. So this is a great piece if you are looking for something to add to your work wardrobe. I always think a pleated skirt like this is a really chic piece for workwear, but you can obviously dress it more casually with some white sneakers as well. But I think definitely a must-have wardrobe staple. Then another one of my favorite pieces, it is this beautiful silk bomber jacket. Now, bomber jackets are really big for spring and summer, and if you find that a bomber jacket is just too masculine, then I highly recommend something like this. This is definitely a more feminine version of a bomber jacket. I love the fact that it is silk, so it's nice and lightweight, and that in itself makes it feel a bit more feminine. And I'm not usually one for prints, but I think the print that they did here just really adds an extra bit of interest to the piece. And another fun thing about this bomber jacket is that it is reversible. So you've got the navy print on this side with a pop of color here on the side with this beautiful orange, but then it is completely orange on the inside, so you can swap it inside out if you don't want to wear the print and you just want to do the orange. And I think this orange color will look amazing with some light wash denim in spring and summer, also with an all white or all black outfit. So I think Lily Silk did an amazing job with this bomber jacket, and I think it's going to be one of my favorite pieces to style. The next piece is something different for me, and it is the safari silk pants. Now, over the course of the last few weeks, I have tried a lot of different styles of cargo pants, and I wasn't very successful until I found these ones from Lily Silk. Now, cargo trousers, cargo joggers are really big at the moment, but I think it can be really hit or miss. Sometimes I find that they're just too baggy and masculine, but I find these safari silk pants from Lily Silk are just the perfect cargo jogger. They are made from silk, and the fit just makes them feel a bit more feminine. So if you've also struggled finding the perfect cargo pants, I highly recommend giving these a try. So they're made from sand washed silk. They're lightweight and breathable and wrinkle resistant, and I also love the fit. They have a bit of stretch through the leg, which makes them really comfortable. They have a little cuff at the ankle and then an elastic waistband, so they're just the perfect cargo jogger. And I envision this styled with the bomber jacket and some sneakers for the perfect chic and comfortable travel outfit. So I'm really excited to be styling this in the next few months. And not only can you style it casually, but you can definitely dress it up, and I'll show you how to at the end of the video. Next up is this beautiful silk camisole, and this is definitely a wardrobe staple in my arsenal because I just wear it so much. It is a really sophisticated piece. I love the cowl neck design, and this beautiful off-white color just goes with everything. And the fact that it's silk, it just feels very luxurious, and it's really soft on the skin, and it just pairs well with anything in my wardrobe. And it's great to wear it on its own because it has a beautiful design, so it really stands out when you wear it on its own, but it's a great layering piece as well. Now, I always say fall and winter are my favorite seasons because I can really layer and make an outfit interesting, and this piece is the perfect layering piece in spring and summer to style it under button-up shirts or little jackets or cardigans. So one of my favorites, and I actually didn't have this color in my wardrobe, so I thought it would be perfect to add this to my spring and summer wardrobe to make the layering a bit more interesting. And a couple more pieces that I find are really great basics in my wardrobe to mix and match with different pieces is a pair of straight leg jeans. I've raved about a good pair of jeans for quite a while now, and it really is just the perfect wardrobe staple because you can literally pair anything with a pair of jeans. These are just a classic straight leg. They don't have any distressing, which I think is key if you want to create elevated outfits as well. It's got a slightly relaxed style which feels a bit more modern, so it's a nice way to update your spring and summer wardrobe. I like the wash as well. It's not too light. It's kind of a mid blue wash, which I think pairs well with a lot of different colors, and it will go so nicely with all of the Lily Silk pieces that I'm going to show you. And when it comes to mixing and matching wardrobe basics, I can't leave out the trusty white t-shirt. In all honesty, this is probably my most worn item just because it goes with anything and everything, and it's just such a great basic to have. I'll be styling it with a lot of different pieces in the next few clips, so you'll be able to see just how versatile it is. And it's not just for casual outfits, you can definitely dress it up as well. So if you don't already own a great white t-shirt, I highly recommend adding one to your spring wardrobe. Mother's Day is just around the corner, and if you haven't gotten the perfect Mother's Day gift, I think Lily Silk is definitely the best place to go. So I have a discount code for you. It's Sansha12, and that will give you 12% discount on anything on the Lily Silk website. So definitely go and have a look at these pieces that I showed you, which will all be linked in the description box down below. But in addition to these pieces, they also have some amazing silk bedding, silk pajamas, silk pillowcases, also some great cashmere pieces if you are heading into winter. So it's a really great one-stop shop for some great luxurious high quality gifts. So let's get into the tips for mixing and matching your wardrobe basics. And the first tip I have is to really play around with your accessories. Add accessories that are unique and unexpected to really elevate your outfit and make it interesting. So in the first outfit, I am wearing the stripe Amalfi silk shirt paired with the pleated midi skirt. And I think it's such a beautiful chic outfit. But I paired it with some tan accessories, which number one is really unexpected. I think most people would have probably gone for ivory accessories or maybe navy or black, but I think the tan really pops against the navy and the ivory. Then I went with some unique designs. The belt is really a statement piece to elevate the outfit. It's got the knot design, which is really unique and adds that point of interest. And then I went with some knee-high boots, which I think is really unexpected but still wearable for spring if you live somewhere where it's still a bit chilly. So I think the boots paired with the skirt is really unexpected, and it's also how I love to wear my midi skirts that are slightly more feminine. I love to pair it with an unexpected masculine twist like the boots, just to toughen it up a bit and to create that contrast. And I think this is just such a beautiful chic outfit. You can wear it to work or maybe a more dressy lunch with girlfriends, and definitely one of my favorites. The next tip for mixing and matching your wardrobe basics is to add a pop of color. Wardrobe basics tend to be mostly neutrals because it's just very easy to style and mix and match. But I think adding a pop of color really adds that bit of interest to the outfit. So in the next look, I'm wearing the safari silk pants paired with the white t-shirt and then the bomber jacket. Now, if you're really daring, you can reverse the bomber jacket, wear it with the orange on the outside, but I think wearing it with the subtle print and those beautiful pops of orange already makes a statement and makes the outfit a bit more interesting. A lot more interesting than it would have been if, say, the bomber jacket was just navy with no print or no color. So if you tend to wear a lot of neutrals like I do, definitely consider adding a pop of color here and there just to create a bit of interest and make the outfit a bit more exciting. The next tip I have is to layer, even if it is spring and summer. And that is specifically why I selected that beautiful silk cowl neck cami, so it can be layered under the shirts or the bomber jacket to just create that bit of interest with the different colors and different layers. So in the next outfit, I am wearing the striped shirt, and most of us will just take the shirt and wear it on its own, but to add that extra point of interest, I actually layered the shirt over the silk camisole, and I think having that extra layer gives a bit of an interest, and the fact that the camisole has a cowl neck creates a beautiful silhouette which is a bit more unexpected and interesting. And both the silk camisole and the shirt are slightly more dressy pieces, so I paired it with the jeans just to create that contrast between dressy and a bit more casual. And I just love the way the shirt layers over the camisole, so that's definitely one of my go-tos for layering in spring and summer. It doesn't have to be silk, you can do it with a tank top and a cotton shirt, but I think layering is key to just make your outfit a bit more interesting and elevated. My next tip is jeans are your friend and can literally be styled with anything, and I mean anything. And we a lot of the time just see jeans as a very casual piece to style with sneakers and a t-shirt and a trench coat, but in actual fact it can look really great paired with more dressy pieces. And the next outfit is definitely a mix between different styles, and that is also one of the ways that I like adding interest to my outfit. So I'm wearing the jeans with the white t-shirt and then the bomber jacket, and I think firstly what makes this outfit interesting is the fact that the jeans is in such contrast with the silk bomber when it comes to fabric. So the silk feels very luxurious and soft and almost feminine, while the jeans feel a bit more masculine and a bit more tough. So I love this contrast, and the shape of the bomber as well as the jeans can be casual, so I decided to add a metallic heel just to shake things up and make it a bit more dressy. And I just love combining different styles, as I said, to just create that contrast for an interesting outfit. The last tip kind of ties in with my previous outfit, and that is to wear your casual pieces for a more dressy look. So in the last outfit I styled the safari silk pants, which are, yes, they're silk, but they're still a jogger which feels and looks very casual. And I styled it with the beautiful Amalfi striped silk shirt. The shirt feels very elevated and definitely a lot more dressy, so I think the dressy shirt with the more casual silk pants just looks really great. Again, we have that contrast between more dressy and a bit more casual, and if you add some beautiful accessories that dress it up, then I think you've got the perfect outfit. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I think these safari silk pants are the perfect wardrobe addition if you don't already own something like this, because they're great for a casual look but can just as easily be dressed up for a very interesting, elevated, dressy look. I hope you enjoyed this video and all of the style tips to mix and match your wardrobe basics. Definitely remember to use my LILYSILK discount code to get 12% off your purchase, and I highly recommend having a look at their website to browse their entire spring collection. They have some beautiful pieces there, and also remember to grab your Mother's Day gift on LILYSILK'S website. They have an amazing selection of pieces on there. All of the LILYSILK pieces that I showed you in today's video will be linked in the description box, as well as my sizes. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next week, I will chat to you then. Bye.